We are at the dawn of a new era filled with promise and opportunity. 5G, supported by digital technologies, is about to transform the way we live, work, and play. 5G is providing communication service providers the chance to reinvent themselves. New customer relationships, new partnerships, new business models and revenue streams, and the opportunity to become a leading innovator in technologies of the future. Imagine a world where you can build and deliver new services with greater speed and agility than ever before. A security firm needs a private 5G network, done. A farmer needs rural WAN connectivity to fight drought, done. A rescue team needs to add virtual reality to its training regimen, done. This is a time of new possibilities. All we need to do is grasp it. For all the communication service providers among you, with the right cloud-native infrastructure, you can deliver new offerings that anticipate and exceed the needs of consumers and enterprises, with unprecedented agility and cost efficiency. Let's look at how that can be done. Let's see what's possible together. Your existing systems were likely built up over many years. They are rigid, siloed, engineered to solve past problems, not the future. But they don't need to stay that way. VMware can help you transform your network. We have deep experience in cloud, virtualization, and network technologies. The kind of expertise to support your 5G network requirements now, while building in the flexibility to support for 6G and beyond. We call this Future Ready. Future Ready means you're able to pivot quickly, capture new opportunities, head off competitive threats, respond to customer needs, and find new revenue streams. To me personally, it's exciting to see you telecoms providers poised to become innovation leaders once more. It all begins with a flexible software foundation, a platform that unifies operations from the core to the edge to the RAN for public carrier as well as private networks. VMware brings the agility, economics, and scalability of cloud architectures to your network. We convert your network to a Telco Cloud. Think of it this way. Unlike traditional systems that operate in separate vertical stacks, your Telco Cloud from VMware is based on a software-driven infrastructure so it can work horizontally across all workloads, systems, and processes. Unified resource automation helps bring your network operations and IT together, giving you visibility and control end-to-end. Security is built in, not bolted on. With intelligent and automated operations management, services can be provisioned at a blazing pace. So, where you once had a fragmented and inflexible siloed environment, you now have a flexible, connected, software-based platform ready to propel you forward. Now let's look a little closer at how this actually works. VMware provides a ubiquitous digital foundation to connect any application to any device on any cloud, public, private, telco, or edge. And our 5G Telco Cloud platform automatically supports cloud-native architectures. We make sure you can run network functions in containers alongside virtual network functions to help you compose your services quickly. If you recognize this as a microservices-enabled approach, you're right. Services are easier to create when the puzzle pieces are ready. And with dynamic automation, you can speed up service deployment and management, things that you will need for business success in 5G. Now, I'm going to let you in on a secret. With our platform, security is intrinsically built in. Intrinsic security is a fundamentally different approach because it works from the inside out. With security-minded provisioning and established trust domains and segregation, intrinsic security improves visibility and reduces the complexity. Now, you can focus your defenses by applying and automating adaptive security measures in the right place. What I've just described is an infrastructure that really unlocks the power of your network, letting you create faster, manage better, and automate for efficiency and innovate for customer satisfaction. So when a service provider like you has a new ability to deliver services in days instead of months or years, what does that world look like? Come with me. Let's take a look together. Wow, that was some teleporter ride. Where do you think we are? In the operating bay of a major medical center. But wait, I see some surgeons walking in, but no patient here. Guess what? These surgeons are preparing for a bypass surgery on a patient at the county hospital hundreds of miles away. How can a hospital offer remote surgical procedures where even the slightest network delay can pose a serious health risk? Here's how. The hospital's telecom service provider is operating from a Telco Cloud platform, which is cloud native and capable of deploying highly performance-sensitive applications from the core of the 5G network as needed for this remote surgery. This is the power of the VMware Telco Cloud, a single platform that allows you to add network and compute capacity on demand as the application needs. You can scale network functions up and down dynamically while maintaining the highest quality levels. This means you can confidently enable services like real-time monitoring of patient vital signs and correlating with drug reaction database information, all with 24/7 rock-solid reliability. This is also the flexible foundation your DevOps teams need to create new services faster. How much faster? A global Tier 1 service provider has been able to cut deployment times by 40%. Imagine that. Instead of struggling to deploy new services or missing out because you can't get to market fast enough, your team can now move nimbly to develop and monetize new services. The VMware Telco Cloud is efficient too. Through end-to-end resource control and automation, you can reduce the complexity and bring down operating expenses. Some of our communication service provider customers have seen the cost of their core networks reduced by up to 50%. And remember, this single platform provides end-to-end network visibility and intelligence. So you'll have centralized control all the way from the core right up to the edge, which is important for customers like hospitals wanting new capabilities in new locations. Now, speaking of the edge, let's head there next. Here we are in the headquarters of a major bank on the other side of the globe. Sorry about the jet lag, folks. The investment banking side of the house is managing the country's largest pension fund. They count on split-second response times to properly execute trades. You'll recognize this as one of your most demanding verticals. Traders are used to zero latency. On the other hand, the commercial banking business focuses more on reliability and security. Let me ask you, how can you as their service provider meet both requirements at the same time? Modernizing networks to enable challenging services like these at the edge, that requires a sophisticated platform that provides better control over service quality across a distributed network. With VMware SD-WAN by VeloCloud, Service providers using our Telco Cloud can deliver managed WAN services. This appeals to your enterprise customers because it improves the economics and flexibility of cloud-hosted applications and boosts performance. Customers have access to integrated advanced services using intelligent edge devices and a cloud-delivered management model. And don't underestimate the value of intrinsic security. It's important for customers to know their enterprise applications and traffic are secure. To help your enterprise customers like this bank support increasingly distributed applications and workforces, there's a new VMware solution that brings cloud networking, remote work, and security features together. We call it our Secure Access Service Edge. It's just what enterprises need to ensure a collaborative, distributed, secure workforce. Flexibility at the edge is really about creating new revenue opportunities as close to the customer as possible. Here on the edge, we need to enable the capabilities required to generate new revenue in a 5G world. Mobile broadband, massive machine-to-machine communications, ultra-reliable low-latency connectivity, to name just a few. But we can't keep producing these capabilities in silos. VMware platforms provide flexibility and performance at the edge, but they also make sure these resources are part of the bigger network picture connected to your core and other clouds. With holistic control of the network all the way back to the core, you can get really useful integrated intelligence. Intelligence that can lead to insights, and insights that can lead to innovative ways to maximize your network potential. For instance, if you can better understand traffic flow to and from this bank, you can improve service efficiencies. Now, to the next stop on the network tour. Ready to see a private 5G radio access network in use? Here we are, on the factory floor of a medical device maker that relies heavily on robotics for manufacturing process precision. If you have clients in this vertical, you know their operations need to be precise and predictable. So how do you make sure that customers like these get ubiquitous connectivity with low latency and high reliability? By deploying a private radio access network. The open kind is how. RAN technology has traditionally been constraining for service providers. It's a lot like the core network used to be. Siloed, vertical, closed. But that's changing. Open RAN is bringing new open interfaces to disaggregate proprietary protocols and decouple software from hardware. This allows the benefits of virtualization and cloudification to extend to the RAN. A disaggregated and software-defined RAN makes for a more innovative environment. That, in turn, improves the economics in the RAN. Now, it's easier to develop and deploy new 5G access services across a multi-vendor environment. It also enables you to scale more efficiently. Not only will service creation and deployment get easier, but it's simpler to add capacity too. So, with an open and integrated RAN, service providers like you are freed up to develop new services, like developing network slicing and application placement to improve resource planning and guarantee higher quality of service levels. This lets you deliver services based on the needs of your application. Your smart factory slice may have lower latencies, while your connected car slice will need higher throughput. Your customers will love that. What you will love is a system that has more room for innovation and gives you the flexibility to deliver truly customized offerings. Think about it. You can move beyond consumer voice and data services to develop the specialized services that are prized by enterprises. And when it's high value to a business, it's likely to be high margin for you. Let's move from the edge of the network to a location most of us are very familiar with these days, the remote workplace, also known as the kitchen, or, if you're lucky, the home office. The pandemic has made an agile infrastructure more critical than ever. Here we are at one of the millions of households where the entire family has transitioned to an online work life. As thousands of global businesses quickly pivoted their workforces to remote working, VMware has been a key partner. Here's what we've made possible together. Almost overnight, there was this spike in demand for high-quality residential connectivity. Think of how many video conferences and online classes are happening in your household. Estimates say that residential traffic has increased up to 800% in many areas. Without cloud agility, this shift would have posed an expensive and painstaking problem. But with VMware's Telco Cloud automation and operations, as well as Workspace ONE software, service providers like you have been able to rise to the challenge. VMware helps you automate the response to unforeseen traffic challenges using root cause analysis for better service assurance. This is equally true whether you're ensuring agile, secure connections for external enterprise customers or for your own internal teams. Good remote connectivity is not just for improving employee productivity and morale. It also gives employers an edge in attracting and retaining a digitally savvy workforce. We've got time for one last stop. There's no better place to wrap up than at the collection point for data for all the network platforms we've seen so far. That, of course, would be the Network Operations Center. This NOC is a command and control center to monitor and manage a vast set of 5G network connection points with ease and responsiveness. Now, most networks are sprawling and complex to begin with. As they undergo a transformation, that complexity only increases. This is why it's so useful to have a consistent, unified view of your automated network. As you can see here, this view is like a single pane of glass that, whoa, lights out tells me we're having a power failure. Looks like our business continuity solution kicked in. Phew, looks like the power is back up again. In the event of a citywide brownout like we just saw, or any other disaster scenario that would cause an interruption in service, visibility is critical to detect and correct faults. This centralized control center provides a unified single-pane view of your automated network. Here, you can see the end-to-end topology, traffic patterns, integrated analytics, and performance management, all in one place. Physical and virtual domains are accounted for in this comprehensive view of automated service delivery. This visibility is what you will need to determine the failure source and quickly transfer workloads to an unaffected part of the network. Ohana by VMware uses artificial intelligence and machine learning to provide your network the next level of intelligence, giving you actionable insights from your 4G and 5G radio access networks. So that was a disaster recovery scenario. What about non-emergency situations? During routine operations, the NOC simplifies the complex job of configuring and managing unified 4G and 5G networks without compromising protection. So we've just seen a few of the many ways that the agile, scalable VMware Telco Cloud infrastructure can help your business. Liberation from old constraints via an infrastructure platform that has all the advantages of the cloud. the ability to orchestrate and automate for efficiency, unified management across clouds and networks, and a new capacity to generate revenue by delivering services that consumers want, that businesses value, and that make improvements to our lives. All that will be your future. The question is, how quickly and smoothly will you get there? VMware is ready right now to partner with you on your journey. We've already brought the benefits of virtualization to your data center, and we now bring the same benefits to your network via the Telco Cloud. Of course, no transformation happens overnight, but you can expect to see value on day one. We'll work with you to identify strategies that deliver immediate benefits from the cloud while your long-term transformation takes shape. We have one of the industry's largest partner ecosystems, plus a specific program called Ready for Telco Cloud to speed up service onboarding and deployment. So you can expect to see immediate results from improved efficiencies, speed, and scalability. Let's partner on getting you to your future-ready state. This 5G moment is a great time to start.